Um, Can you guys see my screen, the PowerPoint? Okay, cool. So this is, let me do record. Okay, this is my audience, and my name is Jennifer Peary. So the career I chose is the psychologist career. And to begin, have you ever wondered who was responsible for the discovery and research on mental illnesses? Psychologists are the ones who found these mental illnesses and how they help people who struggle with them. Psychologists have had a lot of influence on the world today. Without them, the world would not be as advanced as it is right now in understanding mental health problems. When I took my first class about psychology, I knew instantly that this was the career field for me. My more specific job title that I would like to be one day is a child psychologist. So, to begin, what exactly do psychologists do? From the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, they conduct research of scientific studies of behavior and brain function, identifying behavioral or emotional patterns, discussing treatment of problems with clients, identifying psychological, emotional, behavioral, or organizational issues, and helping to diagnose disorders within patients. They also write articles, research papers, and report to share findings and educating others. They supervise interns and counseling professionals. So more in depth of the career that I want to do, child psychology from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. They assess, diagnose, and treat children with mental, emotional, and or behavioral disorders. Dealing with families and teaching them ways of positive communication. That's probably the most important part of being a child psychologist. Identifying patients' strengths and weaknesses are also very important to help manage problems. Reporting and consulting with other health professionals is another responsibility of child psychology. In order to complete the requirements for this position, a minimum of a doctoral degree is required to fully work within the field. So, two different careers within psychology and how to get into them. Training and education for child psychology, you must have a PhD or a Doctor of Psychology degree. Most places require you to have pre or postdoctoral supervised experience during an internship. They also require communication skills. A more easier career to get into is mental health counseling, and they require a bachelor's degree, a license, 2,000 to 4,000 hours of clinical experience, and interpersonal skills. After seeing all of the hard work and effort required to become a child psychologist and a psychologist in general, I wondered if the pay was worth it and asked, how much will I be getting paid? So, from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, the median pay is $81,000. And then the American Psychologist Association says that the pay depends on the position of job that you have, but the general psychologist earns about $80,000 a year. The highest paying job is industrial organizational psychology, which is $125,000. And this chart is from the American Psychologist Association, and it shows just all the different careers within psychology and how much you can earn within them. There are many different subcategories within psychology. In each category, it is very common to start from the bottom and work your way up as you gain experience. So this chart is from online psychology degrees, and they used information from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics to create the chart of all the different careers within psychology. And there's also an 8% predicted growth for the psychology career. I always knew I wanted to have a career where I would be helping people and bettering society's view on mental health. So, reviewing the career of psychology, you're going to be working with people, helping them get diagnosed and treated for any mental, behavioral, or emotional issues. The requirements are mostly doctoral degree, but some of them require a minimum of a bachelor's degree. The pay is around $81,000 a year, and there are many different careers within psychology, and the growth is 8%, and you could easily move up within each career. So, in conclusion, after reviewing all that's been discussed and taking a psychology class in high school, I knew that being a psychologist was the career for me. It took me a little bit of time cycling through different careers to end on one that I wouldn't hate doing for the rest of my life. I know finding a desired career is not always easy. My advice would be to explore your options and pursue something that you're good at. And that is all. That's my audience again. Okay, thank you.